So I saw this movie recently. It's called Another Round. It's a Danish film. It was like in the Academy Awards. It won like a bunch of like best movie not from America. I really liked it. I thought it was like really fun and interesting and kind of cool. Basically, the movie's about a bunch of friends who are like losers. Like they're all like working. They all have jobs, but they hate their lives and they hate their wives and they hate their everything. So what they do is they decide to get drunk. The forever basically like whatever what Hemingway, like he would drink from morning till like end of like the workday and never drink on the weekends, but they would keep like a certain alcohol percentage in their system throughout the entire week or whatever, and the results were a mix of awesome, amazing, and disastrous, and a real learning moment in these Danish dads' life. You know, they learn that their lives are. I don't want to ruin the movie for you because you should go see it. It's pretty cool. So the movie asks like questions like, is alcohol amazing or is it evil? I feel I'm like the worst like movie reviewer analyzer because like I just see the service level. I'm like, oh, they drink in the movie and they have hard times and good times, so it's good and bad. I'm drinking some alcohol right now. I'm a little hungover. I had fun yesterday drinking. So in the movie, they came up with this idea to get drunk all the time from this clinical psychologist. I forgot his name. I think his name is Finn Skarderud or whatever, some like Danish. I don't know where he's from, but basically said that the human body was born with a negative 5% alcohol something. So basically, they need 0.5% of alcohol in their system at all time to function like a normal human. And I'm like, huh. Is that sustainable? Like, is that even possible to be that drunk all the time? Like, it's not that much, 0.5%. What is that? That's a few beers, right? First of all, this movie makes you want to get shit-faced the entire time because, like, the way they drink is, like, so satisfying. Like, they take a sip and they're like... And that actor, what's his name, Mads something, he's the weirdest looking fucking guy I've ever seen in my entire life. He's like a mix of looking like a very masculine, sexy man and a pedophile. I don't know, like the two together combined makes this guy, and it's so good. Like he looks awesome. Like you just want to look at him act, you know. Anyway, the movie, this video is not about that guy. It's about the alcohol. So I like drinking, and I'm thinking like, is it possible to sustain a 0.5%? I don't think it is, because like the amount of sugar and like all this shit that's in these alcoholic beverages will just destroy you over time. It'll just make you tired. You like, first of all, like in the morning you might feel like great, like, oh, I feel great or whatever, and then by like 6 p.m. you're just your stomach hurts. Like it's too much. Like this is a very sugary beverage. It's like watermelon mixed with like beer, and the combination makes this delicious, refreshing drink that has like a little bit of a kick that gets me there to where I want to be, have a buzz. But can I sustain that? Like, would that make me happy? Let's say if I was able to sustain a buzz like that, but without any like the negative side effects like hangover or anxiety or feeling just like overall like piece of shit, would I be down for something like that? Because there's moments in that movie where like he pulls off drunk so perfectly. You know when you're like day drinking and you're like walking around, you just feel like you're in a fucking movie? Well, what's amazing about this, like the guy has that feeling, but he's also in a fucking movie, like the actor. So it's kind of cool if you think about it. Like he's just like walking around spinning. He's like enjoying his day, but like he's like clearly drunk. Feels like he's killing it in life, but really he's just like an alcoholic. I don't know. It's a cool ass movie. You should definitely watch it. Hey, by the way, if you're enjoying this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. I got a lot of videos up here and a lot more to come. Like the longest that I've like been drunk for was like I did the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, and it was like you're there for like 30 days basically, and you're performing every single night and every single like during the day too, and people go there with the intention of doing like comedy or like performing or whatever. What ends up happening is that you end up getting really drunk like all day, and you wake up, you feel like you're gonna die, but then you just start drinking like as soon as you can. Like I would probably start drinking around 1 p.m. and you just keep on going till like 2 in the morning, and you're just doing shows, and you're just getting drunker and drunker and drunker. And the thing is, what's awesome is like all the people that come to see you perform, everyone's like basically on the same level because everyone starts drinking at that festival at 1 p.m., right? and as the day goes on, people are getting drunker and drunker and drunker, but you're just at the same level as everybody, so it doesn't really feel like you don't feel like, oh man, I was so wasted last night, because everyone is like completely shit-faced, and you're in Scotland where like everyone is just shit-faced all the time. Like in the long run, it doesn't feel awesome, and it doesn't look awesome, and it really affects, like, you get like, you gain weight, your face gets all huge. Like, if I could show you a picture of how I looked when I got there and how it ended, like, it was weird. Like, I looked like a balloon filled with, like, pale sand just, like, spilling all over. I looked disgusting. Like, I was about to pop. But I basically was able to kind of, like, feel what these guys were feeling. Having, like, a consistent buzz throughout the day. Like, I would have a beer, like, around 2 p.m., like a very light, it was like a Foster's beer, it was called, very light, shitty, waterish beer. And like, I gotta tell you, my mood was always like awesome, because I've always like was kind of like, woo, like I felt like loopy, and also I was like in this weird, I was also like in this weird environment where I was like in some sort of like circus world where like people were like doing backflips and in weird like outdoor performing things, and then like comedy. It was very strange, but gotta say, like, the alcohol really like brought everything to like the next level. I don't know whether or not like the next level was good or bad, because like obviously I was like in such a fog the entire time. It was awesome, I looked nuts, but like it was fun. I got and this is something that people in the real world cannot sustain. Like, you can't sustain that level of madness, you know. You gotta like, you gotta be sober most of the time and like a little tipsy on the weekend, right? Those are the rules, and you're like, rules are stupid. They really help, like, otherwise you're gonna live horrible life. And like, anticipating the hangovers is probably the worst thing ever. Like, it ruins the fun you're having in the moment. Like, you're like, this is the best, I'm having so much fun, and you remember, oh, I'm like old as fuck, and tomorrow I'm gonna be horrible. And yeah, I don't think this movie makes sense in like logistically. Like, you can't sustain it. Sure, it was a cool idea for a fake psychological study, but it's never gonna actually gonna ever work. It's a good movie though. That ending, man, for those of you who have seen it, that ending was really cool. It's like it was almost like it went from like a super depressing like drama to like a feel-good buddy comedy where everyone's like having the best time of their life. All right, so thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing to the channel. I got a lot of videos up on here, way more to come. And follow me on TikTok. I do a lot of TikToks now. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok. I do stupid things on TikTok that people seem to like. So okay, have a very good night.